baby, you know what the fuck it is, man. It's your boy Lil B and this motherfucker. Red Flame.
Hi, welcome to another show. We're gonna dive right in today. It's topic is shitty things I've done that I'm willing to admit to. Now, keep in mind, this probably isn't every shitty thing I've done. This is just what I could come up with. Uh, the time that I walked past this guy in a wheelchair and I was wearing these really high heels, and I said, "Damn, these things hurt. I wish I could cut my feet off." Like, take a saw and just tear through muscle and ligaments and bones so as not to feel the slight discomfort in my feet that I'm experiencing because of my poor choice in footwear. And as soon as I said it, no, probably even as I was saying it, I knew it was fucked up. The people I was with didn't seem to notice, but immediately I got that feeling of, oh my god, why the fuck did I say that? I'm sure the man in the wheelchair would love to feel pain or any other sensation in his feet. I once left a popular late night diner without tipping the waitress. And you're probably like, that's not that bad, Charlene. No, it's what I did next that was bad. My friend and I, who were both waitresses somewhere else at the time, got shitty service from this girl, and we left her no tip. Nothing. Don't worry, I'm not going to say who the other girl is. Anyway, we went outside and we waited by the window to watch the girl do the walk back to the table to find her tip. And we actually stood there by that window just so we could see the disappointed look on her face when she found out she'd served us for nothing. We must have laughed just standing there for a full 5 minutes. She probably heard us. We were being so loud. That was probably the hardest I've ever laughed in my life, especially at the suffering of another waitress who made even shittier pay than we did. Another one from my waitressing days, I spat into a girl's drink. Don't look at me like that. The bitch practically ordered it. I realized that taking your girlfriend to Hooters or a place like Hooters is probably not a thrill, but don't take it out on the fucking waitress, especially if the waitress remembers you from high school and what a cunt you were back then. I would have never done this had it not been for that shitty, bitchy, stink eye look that she gave me from the moment I walked up to the table. Oh, yeah, and while I'm doling out advice on how to avoid this happening to you, don't order a Sprite. Go ahead, try to find my spit in your clear, bubbly, syrupy soda. I walked over to where I knew there wouldn't be any cameras, and I did the deed, and I brought it back to her, and I said, "Here you go, sweetie." I didn't tell anybody at the time, and they all thought I was insane because out of nowhere I just started laughing so fucking hard. And the fact that everybody was looking at me like, what the fuck is wrong with you, made me laugh 10 times harder. I did this a number of times in high school, but this one time in particular was really bad because I almost got my ass kicked for it. And for those of you who didn't go to Golf High, lucky you, you'll need to know this. There was an upstairs bathroom and a downstairs bathroom where all the naughty girls, myself included, would like to smoke during lunch and in between classes. And there was this lady who was in charge of punishing all the girls that she caught doing this. And I did a really great impression of her. And most people thought it was hilarious. Like, damn, Charlene, that was you? I flushed my cigarette. Fuck. Well, anyway, one day I did it to someone that I didn't know, and she did not find it funny at all. I knocked on her stall and I gave her the old, "Alright, smoker, put the cigarette out." I heard the toilet flush, and then I bolted before she could see who it was, or at least I thought I did. I got halfway down the stairs when I heard some girl say, hey you, girl in the red shirt, come here for a second." And I was just kind of like, "No, I was going down to, they need me down in the lunchroom." I slept with some lady's husband and caused domestic violence in their home, and then I made fun of it during a podcast. That's pretty shitty of me. There was this guy that used to call the house for my sister, and she was never at home. So just for fun, I would answer the phone as the British babysitter. After a while, he started calling just for the babysitter. And I thought it was harmless fun until my sister's like, "Charlene, do you know anything about a British babysitter? My friend moved closer to us so he could date her." Ew, I was 13 at the time. That's kind of gross. And what a dumbass the guy was. My accent isn't even convincing. There was a girl who sat next to me in high school one year, and she was like super in love with this guy, and she's like, "I wish I could write poetry." She like wanted to give it to him as a gift or something. So I was like, "Oh, I write poetry." I don't write poetry. Anyway, she offered to pay me for my poetry, and what I did was I just wrote down a bunch of mix and matched Prince lyrics on a piece of paper, and she fucking paid me for it. And of course, this was back before people Googled things the way that they do now. There's no way you could get away with doing that now. Okay, and the last one, and probably the worst one, I told a girl her dad was gonna die. Okay, it wasn't quite as white and black as that, but one year during this Girl Scouts Halloween thingy, I was dressed as a fortune teller. So, as a gag, they had me sit behind this curtain, and they'd send girls in to get fortunes from me or whatever. And I gave a lot of really vague and generally happy fortunes, but after a while, I kind of got bored. So I don't know what compelled me to say this, but I said to a girl that you will get bad news about a family member, and it will come sometime between November 1st and November 5th. And I'd completely forgotten that I'd done this until my mom gets off the phone with somebody and says, "What the hell did you say to this girl about something about a family member or something?" And I was just like, "What the hell are you talking about?" And then my mom told me the girl's dad passed away on November 4th. To this day, one of the creepiest, if not the creepiest thing that's ever happened to me. Yeah. Sure, it wasn't too great for the girl either. Anyway, that has been today's episode of Charlene's Show. Thank you for watching.